I would like to talk about the year 2012. Um, well, it's going very close to the end. It's Christmas today, and yeah, there were a lot of things this year. And yeah, I basically want to talk about these things and thank special people who made this possible for me this year. Um, well, I should start in the beginning. It was actually the New Year's party last year, or well, at the beginning of this year. I had this party at Ace and Noodles. We were in the Netherlands, and yeah, we were at Ace Place, and it was very funny. We drank a lot, we had a lot of fun with all the Dutchies, and yeah, it was just cool. It was a great beginning, and there were a few very nice people like Masada and Matthijs and yeah, all the others over there. I probably won't name every one of them. Well, the first thing in the morning was everyone was sleeping downstairs, and I was like, okay, I have to get in first there now. So I did that, and Noodles were awake as well, and went downstairs, and yeah, he recorded a little video, and yeah, I just walked around. To all the sleeping people, laid next to them and tried to wake them up a bit and poking and stuff, and yeah, it was very funny, it was very cool. And at that moment I actually, I would have loved to know what is happening in this year, because I think it was the best year for me in the last, no actually in my whole life. It was my first time that I went to the USA. That was also in January. Telecom and some other furs helped me to get further confusion. We went over there, Fox Fur Telecom, and yeah, that's it for the flight. When we have been there, it was just amazing. I was totally jet lagged for my first time, so I was a bit tired and stuff, and yeah. But to see San Jose's and San Francisco and stuff, it was just amazing. The convention was pretty good. We've been to San Francisco a few days after the convention, and I've seen the Golden Gate Bridge with all the people. And we did some awesome pictures over there. And I also was at the very first place of Keenora, which was Whitey Fogg's home, because he just invited me, and I was like, I have to go there and taking some pictures as well. It was pretty funny. After further confusion, we flew back, and at the end of January, we've been in Paris. There was a pretty awesome first shooting in the Centre Pompidou, which was organized by Keenora and Jem and all those people in France. And yeah, it was pretty cool. The people were, I would say, they were usual artists. They liked the art down there, and it was pretty cool. But the day after in Paris was a bit more awesome for me. Unfortunately, I forgot my camera, so Jem was pretty nice and gave me his camera for the day. And Neo and no, actually not Neo. I think it was Cody, and no, it was just Cody. I can't remember. Never mind. Well, Cody, me, and maybe Neo, we walked through Paris. From the Eiffel Tower to the Louvre and all the things in between, and we took some awesome pictures there. It was just cool to see all the reactions of the French people, and to finally get some awesome pictures in front of the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre and stuff. We also met the sister of a furry from Israel. And that was totally random. She was like, I have to take a picture with you. I was like, okay. And a few weeks later, that furry, who's a ski wolf, he wrote me a message, "Hey, my sister has met you." I was like, okay, where? "Yeah, in Paris a few weeks ago." I was like, "Oh wow, that's pretty cool." That's the best coincidence ever, but yeah. So that was basically January. Yeah, then there was February. There was the first very awesome moment for me this year. Well, basically, Morkai, Pony, Askra, Arko, and me went to a concert of Skrillex. You know, I like the dubstep music and all this stuff, and yeah, we were like, okay, we have to see that guy, and yeah, it was pretty cool. I was asking the staff and the organizers before if it's maybe possible to get a picture with Skrillex together in fursuit, but yeah, they were like, no, it's not possible, and yeah, whatever. Yeah, I was like, okay, whatever, but I'm pretty lucky because, yeah, I took my fursuit with me. I had the hope to get a picture with him, maybe, somehow. And there was an after-show party in Boat's house, and at that club, I somehow managed to talk to the security and to the organizers, and we got our car to the club itself, pretty next to it, and yeah, at some point, it was pretty early in the morning, like, I don't know, 2 o'clock or something. I went into Key and I was like, okay, I tried to get a picture now, because I talked to Alvin Risk before, also a pretty good, awesome artist, and he was like, yeah, I want to take a picture with you, and yeah. So I went there, but he was gone, and I was like, okay, I have to wait. Somehow I will get into this club, and maybe we can get some pictures. Yeah, unfortunately, we waited like 3 hours, or maybe 3.5, I don't know. It was pretty late, and all the people with me were pretty, yeah, pissed and annoyed, to be honest. But thankfully, they stayed, because at the end I was like, okay, I don't care. I just want to get into this club and take a picture with Skrillex. So I ran into it. Morka was right behind me, and Arko was there with the camera, as far as I know. And somehow I squeezed myself in front of the stage, and Morka was like, "Okay, I will lift you up right now." So he took me on his shoulders, and I was like next to Skrillex, just 2 meters, not even 2, maybe 1 meter away from him. And he was pretty busy with his stuff, doing music and stuff. And at some point he looked up, has seen me, and he was like, "Ah, cool, cool, cool," and gave me his paw and was dancing and stuff. I was like, "Yay, awesome!" And yeah, those pictures were just priceless. I loved them, and it was pretty awesome. Yeah, we got out later, and I thanked everyone, but they still were very annoyed of me because I waited so long there. But yeah, I have to thank you all for that. Thank you very much, Morka and Pony Asper Arko. You did an amazing job with me at that evening. Yeah, in March, I got the first awesome present this year. I talked to Arasol. She's a girl from Germany, and from East Germany as far as I know. And she's doing commissions for people, like big plushies and small plushies. And I was like, oh, I need to get a plushie of Key. And yeah, she made a plushie for me. And I received that one in March, and it was so amazing, so cute. Very big, but still so cute. And I put that on my bed, and my mom was like, "Oh my god, son, what are you getting here? Come on." But yeah, it was pretty amazing and so funny. Yeah, well, in April, there were just, yeah, one thing which was just amazing for me. Kimu Tiger came over to my place, and yeah, we were like, okay, we are spending like 2 days in the Netherlands and just do as much as possible. And yeah, we did that, and it was pretty amazing. At first, yeah, we drove to the coast and we have seen awesome things. We fursuited everywhere and it was just amazing. It was cool to get outside and do as much as possible. And yeah, we drove back to Germany then on a Saturday. And yeah, BBF was there as well. And there was a little thing going on that Saturday, and I was like, okay, this is the first pretty awesome thing I haven't seen in fursuit yet anywhere. So yeah, we did a helicopter flight, and BBF was able to film it, and yeah, we had a few cameras there, and it was at a special industrial area here in Germany. And yeah, we flew around with a helicopter, and yeah, we've seen all the awesome views in fursuit, and it was just amazing. And BBF did a great job on the video, and it was just cool. And that was actually the point where where I've been like, yeah, I need to do that stuff which is not on the net anywhere yet, or which is just which hasn't been done yet. So I planned a few things at that point already, and yeah, I will talk to you about that later. So anyway, in May, there was of course one of the best conventions ever, Confuzzled. And yeah, Cody, my partner, and me, we just flew over to the UK and had a great time at the convention. Kralle actually did a big favor for me and took my fursuit and my plushie and stuff all over there, because he took the car, and it would have been pretty expensive to get all the stuff over in the plane. So I was pretty lucky about that, so thank you very much, Kralle, for that. At the convention there was one guy who really made my convention as awesome as possible, and that was Avalon. He's a pretty awesome blue kangaroo from Switzerland, and it was just cool to have him over and do all the things with him. And yeah, there were a few other things going on at that convention. For example, Pinky was there, and at some point we sat outside in the sun, and it was pretty cool. And we just did some funny things together. And at some point, someone said, "Okay, let's get some money together, and if we reach a special amount of money, let's get a tiramisu." And Pinky would push it into my face. I was like, yeah, whatever, get some money, whatever, you won't reach the limit. And they reach it. Yeah, and unfortunately, I had a big piece of cake in my face, which was actually pretty funny. I took some of that cake, pushed it back to Pinky, and she took a glass of Coke, put it over me, and I was like, oh my god, what's going on here? But it was a pretty awesome thing, and Kimu also recorded that on his mobile phone and put it on YouTube, so whatever, it was pretty funny too. So that was basically May. In June there was just one little event, the Japan Day in Düsseldorf, which was pretty cool as well. There are a lot of anime and manga freaks, people, whatever they call. And Neo and me went there. It was pretty cool to get some pictures of them, and just running around. So in June I also planned a few things, which I said before in April. I talked to one of the organizers of Jochen Schweizer, which is a pretty famous company in Germany, which is doing special events. So I talked to one of the organizers, and he was like, what do you want to do? I was like, I would like to do some bungee jumping in my fursuit. And he was like, okay, let's see this fursuit, whatever it is. And I put some attachments on the email and sent some pictures and videos of Key. And he was like, yeah, that's possible. And I was like, okay, it's my first time for bungee jumping, let's do it. So we got an appointment in July for bungee jumping in fursuit. And so far I just had seen one video online, and it was pretty bad quality one, and some fursuit you can't even see the fursuit actually jumped with bungee from I don't know 10 meters or 20 meters or something. There was just a swimming pool down there, nothing special to be honest. Yeah, well, that was a real bungee jump, 60 meters, and at that day the weather was not really good, but still we drove to the place and they were all like, okay, that guy wants to do bungee jumping in this costume there. I was like, okay, cool, let's do that. I was nervous and shaky as hell, but there were a few friends of mine, and they just supported me there. Also, they recorded all the stuff on their video cameras. It was BBF, Tilly, Lucky, Kami, and a few others. Yeah. So at that day, the weather got better, like in the afternoon, and it was right before my jump, and as I said, I was pretty nervous, and at some point I stood in this little cage, and we got up there, and I was like, okay, I'm doing this right now, and I didn't want to take a step back, so I just tried to push my fear down, and yeah, I jumped, and at that point I was like, oh my god, this is the most awesome feeling ever. At that point I actually didn't know what else would happen this year. Anyway, they recorded a video of that, and BBF made a great job with the final music video of that. I was also able to put some of my music inside that video because it was just my thing. So thank you very much for all the recording and the video stuff to people I actually mentioned before. So I called this video Key Extreme because I just wanted to do a few more things like that, so I needed some name for that, and because of the fact that it wasn't anywhere on the net, I called this Key Extreme, so it's like extreme something. Anyway, well, the only other event in July was the USCAL meeting at the Center in Oberhausen in Germany, which was also pretty nice. I've met some furries there for the first time, like Berion, who is a great friend right now, and Meoma as well. He's pretty cool. We had some awesome meet there, and I also want to thank you for attending. So we got to know each other, and I found some great friends. So thank you very much for that. Okay. Well, then there was August, a pretty cool month for me as well. At first I had a special thing going on because in the last 6 months before August I was like planning something special. I've been at Whitey Fox Place in January, and there were a few things going on there as well at his place, and the final result of that was actually a new hat for Keenora, and I got that in August, and it was pretty cool. I kept that as a secret in front of everyone, even my boyfriend, and they were pretty shocked when I've showed Key to them.
Nein! What the fuck?
Hello. before all the events, because there was the Gamescom going on in August as well, and I used my old fursuit for that one as well. And yeah, it was pretty cool at the Gamescom. It was actually the first time that I fursuited at a temperature outside, which was about 39 degrees or 40, I don't know, something about that. It was one of the hottest days in this year, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Berion and me went there. Neo, Shibon, and a few others went there as well, but they were there a bit earlier, and we had two groups going on. And yeah, it was pretty cool to be at the Gamescom, and that they actually allowed us to fursuit there. And well, at the end of August there was the Eurofurence 18, which is one of the best conventions actually in Europe, and yeah, it was pretty cool to be there. And I finally was able to meet some special people. But before I met them, I waited for my for my special time at that point, because I had my new hat, and I also got a new bodysuit, and I was like, okay, there's one day I just want to get into the new one, take a camera with me and just walk around and record the reactions. And all the people were like, something is different. What is it? But other people were like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, you look so cute. And I was like, yeah, and the new key? Anyway. So we recorded that stuff, and it was pretty cool.
No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a Mickey. Oh, come here. Oh my god, hello. We were looking at it, just like, it's different. It's like, wow, it's brand new. It's, oh my god. Klar.
Alles neu, alles alte.
You have a different head.
Not only the hat.
Everything's new. Wow. It looks so fancy.
Spot the difference.
Something different.
Something new. Is it the color?
Wait, you're gay now.
I waited for this one fucking year. I wanted to see this expression. It's new. Yes. Give me a hug. It's new. It's new key. I'll probably.
Oh my god, something's different. You look different. Actually, do you want to say it?
You did something with your hair.
Did you clean it?
You have a new hat. Totally new person. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, but he has a new hat. It's a new hat. Wow.
Hello, key. Oh, that's a new key. He looks a little bit more babyish. That makes him more cute. Or
Ja.
war echt.
Hat Keen einen neuen Kopf? Das heißt, einen neuen Kopf, komplett neuen Suit. Das ist komplett neu. Keen.
Ist das ein neuer Kopf?
Komplette Suit ist.
Stark.
Muss man einfach 5 Stunden Pause. Ja, ich weiß.
And I also met some awesome people at the Euroference, especially Dark and Tiger. I am pretty amazed about that guy. He came down all the way from Australia, and yeah, he and his boyfriend were just amazing. It was totally great to hang out with you, and I want to thank you for that as well. And I also had my first non-shooting live event going on at Euroference. I was doing a panel with Folf from the UK, and with some beatboxing and teaching the beatboxing to other people, which was also an awesome thing. And I'm still waiting on the video stuff of that day. But it was pretty cool, and it was great to do a little battle between Folf and me, and to see who is better and stuff. I'm still in the opinion that Folf was better, but anyway, it was pretty cool, and the convention was pretty cool. After the convention, Cody and me went to Berlin just to see the Brandenburger Tor and all the other things in Berlin, just to take some pictures and stuff. And I ran around there in my first year as well, and it was pretty cool. And yeah, we've been to the Reichstag as well, and it was cool to take some pictures in there, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, I have to thank Cody, of course, just that we went there and he took the pictures, and yeah. I also have to mention, after we went back from Berlin to our hometown, we've been at some town in between, and we met Arthur again after the convention, and that guy is just amazing as well. He's such an awesome person, and I hope to see him next year as well. So then there was September. September was actually, I think, the best month this year, because I've got going on something with the number 9. It's one of my favorite numbers, and September is the 9th month. So there was something special on the 9th of September, which was already a good thing for me. So nothing could go wrong or something. And yeah, it was actually the second special key extreme thing. Because right after the bungee jumping, I was like, okay, I have to go further. And all the people were like, oh, maybe you can do skydiving one time. And I was like, no, that's just too far. It would harm my fursuit, and I can't do that. And after thinking about that, like how fast is the air pressure, and would it work out, and is some tandem master going to do that anyway? And yeah, I figured that all this stuff out, and I was like, okay, it is possible. So I got an appointment, and at that day we've been to an airfield. There were some people with us, Berion, Arco, Neo, Cody, and Telecom, and yeah, we did something awesome. Actually, I did something awesome. The skydiving in fursuit, and yeah, it was just amazing. I've been there, and I signed that contract that if something would happen, then it's not my fault and all the stuff. And Yeah, anyway, I did some pretty bad thing as well because I tweeted something. This is my last tweet. I'm sorry and something. I was just too nervous in that moment, so I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, so I got in fursuit, and there was a pretty nice guy who was my tandem master, Sebastian, and yeah, we got into the plane and started to fly. And at that moment, my heartbeat was like, I don't know, way above 300, I don't know. It was just too high. And I was pretty nervous. I mean, it was my first skydiving anyway. So, yeah. At 4,000 meters, they opened the door of the plane, and we got to the edge and was able to look down, and it was like Google Maps down there. Pretty awesome. But in that moment I was like, okay, this looks cool. I can fly. Fuck, let's do that. And the guy behind me was like, okay, let's go. And I pushed us further to the edge, and then we were falling. And this feeling to just fall and fly without any limits, compared with me in my fursuit, I can't describe it. It was just amazing. There are no words for me to describe that. And yeah, there was a camera guy flying in front of us, taking pictures and recording a video as well. And Tilicum was down there on the ground, and he recorded us as well. And yeah, the final result, I think many people have seen the video already, and yeah, it went actually around the world. A month ago, I also recognized that the video was shown on the Fun Day Pocket show, which is just awesome. I didn't knew that. Well, it was the most amazing thing for me this year and probably in my whole life, and I have to thank all the people who made that possible. Yeah, I also have to thank especially Tilicum, because he drove up there just for recording that. After the skydiving, we wanted to get to McDonald's at some point, and he drove the totally different direction, and we waited like 1 hour because yeah, they had to get back, and yeah, it was pretty bad, but well, it was still very cool, and yeah, the day was just awesome. So I have to thank you very much for all the things you made happen to me, and yeah. Anyway, in September we also did some fursuiting photos at lost places. Yeah, I've visited some lost places before, and I was like, okay, this is a pretty awesome location to get some pictures. It's like a very industrial area compared with a pretty cute little wolfie and some stuff. Yeah, so we got some pictures there, and yeah, I also had some appointments going on in that month for the things in October, because at October there was a TV team at my place, and yeah, we did some pretty good documentation for the public TV. Some people told me it's one of the best documentations in the German TV, and I was pretty happy about that. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And in this documentation, they wanted to yeah, to see me in some special thing as well. And I did the skydiving before, and I was like, okay, I need something. So I talked to some guy, some pilot from an airfield, and he was like, okay, let's do some gliding. I was like, okay, that's cool, but what about aerobatics? Just gliding and doing some loopings and stuff. And they were like, okay, let's do that. Yeah, so we did that, and it was also some movie for me. I did Key Extreme 3 out of that, and it was shown at the documentation as well, and it was pretty cool. So of course I have to thank some people for that one as well, especially Matthias, who tried to speak German in the German TV, which was a big fail, but it was pretty cute. Also Neo and Berion, who suited with me, and of course Cody Dog, who helped me out, and my sister, especially my sister, because she was at the TV as well, including one of her dogs, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, I think Arco was there as well. I think he was. I think I have to thank Anke, who actually recorded all the stuff. She was the moderator. I have to thank her as well. She probably can't see this because she's in Thailand right now, and yeah. Anyway, yeah, there were some other things in October. Games exhibition, which was pretty nice as well. We shooted there. There was Finfox and Berion, Meomar, Lucky Tiger, and a few others. It was pretty cool. We took some cool pictures. We are getting close to the end of the year. 2 months are left. November was also a really cool month for me. There was a Cologne Friends, the 10th anniversary, and it was pretty much fun. I've seen so many people there, and I stayed with Pony the next day, and we've been to a sauna, and it was really cool. But the best thing was actually 1 week later, because I flew over to the US again to visit Midwest Fur Fest. And wow, I just can say wow, that convention is just amazing. So many awesome people, awesome events. It's just a great convention, and all the people getting there together. And it's not like on those really even bigger conventions, AC, where you have to find someone and you have to walk like half an hour to get your room or something. It's not that far, and you can get close to each other, and it's really cool. So I have to thank all the people I've met there, especially Shire, Sozen, and Sky. They were like, yeah, you made my convention to a pretty awesome thing. I was so happy to meet you, and yeah, it was just great. It was really cool to meet you. And I think that you've seen all my tears running out when we said goodbye. It is, yeah, a good thing to show that you were very special for me.
Just say boobily.
Boobily.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
What?
Boobily.
Boobily.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
your friends like Pepper, Magic Bonbon, and all the others, they were just awesome. So thank you very much for making my convention awesome. But there were also some other furries. I actually met like at the last or the second last day, which is Neko Haiku, Kid Blue Fox, of course Scratch, Helix, and a few others. You were just cool. We've done so awesome things there, and so many cool and funny things happened, especially with Neko and Snuggle Bunny, of course. We've done so silly stuff. It was cool, really cool. Thank you very much for that. Also, my roommates Onai and Tilkum, they were pretty nice, and yeah, I was able to take some care of Onai because Tilly wasn't able to get there the first days. He had some big healthy problems. So yeah, it was great to have you as a roommate, and it's really cool to yeah, to be your roommates, and yeah, thank you very much for that. So yeah, after the convention, I was able to get some pictures in Chicago. At first, there was one guy who did an amazing job, which was Bauerchef. He was able to get us an appointment at the Sky Deck, and yeah, we have done some awesome pictures at the sky deck. It's the glass room at one of the highest floors in the Sears Tower, and you are able to take pictures there, and on the ground there's just glass and you can see 300 meters of nothing. So it's really cool to get pictures there. So thank you very much, PowerShip, for that. Then a day later, we've been I've been there in Chicago again at the Millennium Park with Scrat and a few friends, and it was really cool to get pictures there. I mean, it's a Millennium Park. There's a big, the big silver bean, where you can get some photos, and there were so many people, and they were all like, "Oh my God, that's so awesome! Let's get pictures with them." And yeah, we got some awesome stuff together. I still at PowerShip's place for 2 additional days. I spent my first Thanksgiving over there, which was also very cool because PowerShip's parents were like, "Yeah, let's do some awesome food here, and you can eat here," and it was pretty cool. So thank you for that as well. And yeah, I flew back to Germany. That's it for November, I think. It was just 1 week left, so nothing special happened there. So the last month, December, there was just one event, but I'm pretty happy about that one because I was able to meet a local furry. She's a girl from the town next to mine, which is just 6 kilometers or something. Her name is Ronde Wolf. She's just cool, pretty nice, and she's a great artist as well. So maybe you can get some pictures of her, and yeah. Anyway, we did some fur shooting at the Christmas market in that city. So we got all the Dutch furs together, and we've been at the Christmas market. We got some pictures, almost into the newspaper as well. We've been to a nice restaurant and all the fast stuff. So it was a pretty cool end for me in this year. But I think the very best end will be the New Year's party, which is in a few days. I hope I can spend that day with a few friends and of course shooting all the day long and just have a great time. And I think that's a year, 2012 for me. There were so many people I actually haven't mentioned yet, but it's pretty difficult to get all the people into my mind again. So I'm sorry if I haven't mentioned you yet. You made my year to one of the best years in my life, and I have to thank you all for being my friends, for supporting me and helping me out. And I just can say thank you very much to the whole furry fandom to be like you are. It's just great. It's great to be part of this community, and the last thing I can say, Merry Christmas. Spend a nice few holidays with your parents and your family in general, and your friends and stuff, and relax. Also, thank you to all the people who sent me some Christmas cards. It was pretty nice. I hope there will be more stuff next year. I think there will be actually more stuff next year. It's not like I haven't planned anything yet. I think I will get to the US next year as well. At least to MFF, that's for sure. I hope to AC, but that's still a financial thing, so But that's for the next year, so this year is going to its end, and I just can say thank you very much. Also, thank you for watching, and hope to see you next year. Goodbye!